He's won many races in his career, but this one was special for Joe Appiah. His return to fitness after cancer. He was diagnosed with prostate cancer last July, but told he'd have to wait for surgery.
I mean, that was a huge blow for me. And that was because of the issues with the pandemic and the waiting list.
By the time he had the operation in September, the cancer had already progressed from stage 2 to stage 3.
I think that's one of the most scary is that you've got something inside you that's growing that could potentially be fatal. So for me, I just wanted it out, and it was very scary. And you can see there's so many people that have not gone forward because of the pandemic, and there's so many people, even if they've gone forward, they've not been able to get seen because of the pandemic.
As the country went into lockdown, millions of people missed out on vital cancer screening. COVID patient numbers surged and referrals for suspected cancer fell dramatically. But over the last year, a record-breaking 2.7 million people have been referred for cancer checks. Of those, 315,000 have started treatment for cancer. But there are still 30,000 people who haven't yet started treatment due to the pandemic. The NHS says mobile clinics and one-stop shop testing sites are making it easier to get a diagnosis, but GPs say patients are still facing delays.
The first step are things like scans or blood tests or perhaps biopsies or endoscopies. That's the first step, and there is a waiting list there. And then the second step is if cancer is confirmed, then they need to see a specialist cancer team, an oncology team, and there's also a waiting list there as well. So the good news is patients are coming forward. The challenge for the NHS is to make sure that we manage to meet that demand.
A demand that will only be met by recruiting more staff.
We really need to make sure that as well as clearing the current backlog, that we've got the right numbers of doctors, nurses, oncologists to provide that care and support in the future.
Joe now urges anyone with concerns to get checked and feels fortunate his cancer was treated in time. Becky Johnson, Sky News.